Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Uh, this is Olupo Daniel again. On this episode of learning how to use computer skills to make life easier for us in these days that we are living in. In the previous video, I talked about the terminologies of using the terminologies used in Excel, and I talked about the errors. Now, like that, I talked about that in the next video I would be telling you about the errors and how to correct them. And without wasting time, let's jump right into it. So these are the common errors in Excel. We have hashtag div stroke zero, name, hashtag value, hashtag ref, hashtag num, and hashtag now. That's these hashtags. Now I'm going to show you how they come about and how they are corrected. So let us start with div 0. Now div 0, as we know, the according to the math that we have studied in school, uh, when you divide a number by 0, the number is undefined. So that is why you get a div 0. So for example, you have 89 on this cell, then you have 0 on that cell, and then you be like uh, equals that one equals that cell, divide by that one. You press enter, you see you get a div 0. So the way to correct it is by dividing by any number that is not 0. There you will get a what? You will get a definite value. So let me say 7. So I put equals 18, that cell, divide by that cell. When you press enter, as you can see, it has given us a definite value. So that's how the div 0 error comes about. Then for the name error, the name error comes about when you're putting in a function and then you don't give it its proper name. It will give you a name error. For example, equals, let me say you use sum, but you write SUME, then you open brackets, then you add that one, that one, you add that one, and that one. And you press enter. As you can see, you get a what? You get a name error because the function that you used is you used the wrong spelling on it. So to correct that, you just correct the word. So in most cases, you just double click on the once you're not sure of the spelling, such that when you highlight that one, comma, with that, and then you close, you will, you will get your sum without the error. Now for value, for hashtag value error, now you cannot add values to to words. That is what causes the value what? That's what causes the value error. For example, you have Samson. So now you be then when you come here, then you be like equals that cell plus that one. Then you press enter. As you can see, you get a value error, meaning you have to add a value with a value. You cannot add a value with a word. That's why you get a what? A value error. So now then for this ref hashtag ref, uh, when you when you when you when you have a value, when you refer a certain function or like an addition or a word in a particular cell, when you refer to the cell, a cell which previously, and then you delete that cell, you will get the what? The hashtag ref, because what you're referring to is no longer there. So let me show you how it comes about. Now, for example, if I have a value there, then now I want to get the sum of that value with that value, and I close brackets. As you can see, it gives you the sum, but then when I delete when I delete the when I delete the entire row, that's how the ref error comes about, because what this the cell that you are referring to is no longer there, so that's what gives you a ref error. Now next we have hashtag num. Now for the num, the easiest way I can say it is that num is a value which has like complex roots, like it's like a complex number. For example, the square root. For example, when you say finding the square root of a what? Of a negative number. Let me say, for example, negative. It can be -1 or 2 or 3, any negative number. Then you close. Then you press enter. Have you seen it brings you a num error, because it doesn't work with complex numbers. The worksheet doesn't. It works with only real numbers. Now, for now, like anything that is when you put in a function wrongly, when you maybe add something that is inconsistent, anything like that, it is null. Like it's null and void. Like the thing, let me say you're adding this, and then maybe you forget to, to put what you're adding it with, and then you press enter. It is null. Then it will ask you if you want to what? To do a correction. Then maybe if you're doing when you you're typing in a function, when you're filling in a function and something goes wrong, it's also null. You say the logic test is that one. If C4 is maybe greater than, let me say 10, and instead of a comma you put a full stop, then the value if true, then if it is say true, instead of putting quotation marks, you put maybe the single one, then you set true, then you close with 1 instead of closing with 2, and then you put a comma. If it's not true, then it is false. Then you close. It will bring for you an error, meaning you're supposed to what? There's a problem with the formula. But now, so for now, anything that doesn't give you something, like when you use a formula wrongly or such stuff, like use a formula wrongly, you add things wrongly, anything that you do wrong, it will bring like that notification that what you've done is wrong. That is something to being now. Now for this one, for the hashtags, it is basically just when a value is too big to fit in a cell, it will just it will mean that the value is too big to fit in the cell. As you can see, it has brought an exponential value, but when I reduce on the side of the cell, that's what brings about the hashtag. To remove them, you just simply enlarge the cell and then the values will appear. Okay, those were the basic errors in Excel, and in the next video I'll be talking about how we can create a basic report card. This goes out to the teachers. We shall be learning how to create a basic report card. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe. May God bless you all. Thank you.